Does your revocable living trust protect you from your creditors, predators, from a divorcing spouse during your lifetime? No, it really doesn't. Why is that? Well, because your revocable living trust really is you. It uses your Social Security number as a taxpayer identification number. You're usually your own trustee. You can put assets in, you can take assets out, you can change the terms of the trust. Because you have all of these powers, the trust is really just another form of ownership. So it's important that you realize that your revocable trust does not protect you. Now, if you want an asset protection trust, that's something that we can help you with, and that's usually achieved through something called a domestic asset protection trust. Now, let's talk about protecting your surviving spouse or your children. Can your revocable living trust protect them? Well, yes, it can. Why is that? Why does it not protect us, but it can protect our spouse, children, or grandchildren, or other loved ones? Well, it can because that's a third-party trust. When I create a trust for my spouse, at my passing, or a trust is created for my children, that's actually a third-party trust. And if we draft the provisions of the trust carefully, if we consider the needs of the spouse and the children, we can actually protect it. We can protect it from a divorce situation. We can protect it from creditors. We can protect it from predators. Now, there's always limits on these protections, but nonetheless, it's a lot better to have protections than to not have protections. And can your spouse or children act as their own trustee? Well, actually, they can. Yes, they can. But we also want to put in certain provisions that if they're actually sued, if they're actually undergoing a divorce, if they're actually have a creditor problem, then typically we want our trust to automatically require either another trustee or a co-trustee with the child to alleviate that problem. Now, there are a lot of technical issues here, but these are things that we can talk about. So rather than your will or your trust just dumping everything outright, outright distribution to your spouse, an outright distribution to our children or to our grandchildren, consider layering in protection for our loved ones. And that's really a good idea. That's something that we'll be talking to you about in our office conferences. And if you want more information, I actually have a little bit of this in my Florida Residency and Estate Planning Guidebook that you can download.